Hello.
We're so happy to be here with you today. Welcome to the What's New with Adobe for EDU live stream show. And today is a really special show. I'm so excited. Of course, I have the fabulous Emily Chesbrough with us. And we have a really special guest. We have Claudio Zavala, who is joining us as well. And I'm going to let Emily and Claudio introduce themselves. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Tanya Averth, and I work on the Education, Evangelism, and Community team. And I'm so excited to be sharing some of these amazing updates with you today. So I'll let Emily go first and kick it off.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. It's good to be back with you. For those of you that haven't met me yet, I'm Emily Chesbrough. I manage the K-12 Education Product Marketing team here at Adobe. And I'm here to talk to you guys today about all the really cool and amazing new stuff in Creative Cloud Express for Education. With a special focus on video today, which is a personal favorite of mine. So excited to get into it. And Claudio's gonna be joining us to show some of the really cool tips and tricks that you guys should try at home. Claudio, you wanna introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Claudio Zavala Jr. I'm a digital designer in my school district. I'm also a creative consultant. I have my YouTube channel, and I just love sharing ideas on how you can use Adobe Creative Cloud Express for yourself in the classroom. So super pumped to be here to talk about video because that's like one of my favorite topics.
It definitely is. And you're so great at making them, teaching about them, and I mean, just like sharing them. So we're so excited to have you here today. Emily, what are we specifically so excited about?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just start off by saying, if you haven't joined us for our previous Creative Cloud Express web live streams, first of all, go back and watch them. They're really great. But secondly, if you're new to Creative Cloud Express for Education, really quickly, Adobe has a free offer available for students and teachers and administrators in K-12 education that give you access to some of our best tools to use if you're a beginner or intermediate user of creativity tools and you want to get started. So in Creative Cloud Express for Education, there are a few things included. One is Creative Cloud Express, the application. We're going to get into that today. That has features for video, making websites, and making things like posters and flyers and graphics. So we love Creative Cloud Express. Also included in this offer is now Adobe Premiere Rush, which is a video-specific tool we're going to be covering today. And in a separate live stream, we're going to talk a little bit more about Photoshop Express, which is the last application that's been included. Again, these are all free and available for you to get today, and we'll leave info at the end for how you can go ahead and get started. And if you had Spark for Education before, great news. You now have Creative Cloud Express for Education. It's already been transitioned. So you can go ahead and log in and get started with us if you want to follow along. But yeah, today we're talking about video, and super excited to actually show you guys a video right now about Creative Cloud for Education. So not to get too meta, but should we move over to the video?
Here, I'm going to show it and have a look at what's going on with us.
Adobe Spark for Education is now Adobe Creative Cloud Express for Education. So what does this mean for you? Before, you had access to 3 Adobe Spark apps that let you create stunning graphics, web pages, and videos. New Adobe Creative Cloud Express for Education includes the same Spark tools, plus Adobe Photoshop Express and Adobe Premiere Rush. Creative Cloud Express for Education offers greater privacy protections and safe image search. Students can access a built-in collection of Adobe stock images curated for K through 12. The new offering works with the technology you use in the classroom every day. If your district or classroom uses Adobe Spark today, you'll be automatically upgraded to Creative Cloud Express for Education. You'll use the same passwords, and any work you've completed in Spark will be saved to your new Creative Cloud Express account. You'll get new remixable templates that make it a snap to customize creative projects. You can explore a new curriculum from Khan Academy and Adobe, plus hundreds more on the Adobe Education Exchange. And you can join the Adobe Creative Educator community to get ideas and inspiration. Want to start using Creative Cloud Express today? Visit our website to learn more.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And it's been a long time coming. We're so excited to be sharing all of these updates and all of these new features, which is probably the best part of what we're going to talk about today. So, Claudio, this is where we're really excited to kind of kick it off with you. But before we begin, Emily, do you want to kind of recap a little bit about like what's new with video in Rush?
Yeah, absolutely. So for folks that are following along at home that knew Adobe Spark Video before, all those same Adobe Spark Video features are still included in Creative Cloud Express for Education, but there's some additional things included too. So there are these new quick actions, which if you've logged in recently, you may have seen on your home screen. We're going to give you a tour of that if you haven't seen it yet. But these are just quick ways to make video content that even if you're a beginner, it's really easy to get started and use the quick actions. So that's one thing we're going to be talking about today is Creative Cloud Express and the video tools. The other thing we're going to talk about is Adobe Premiere Rush. We know for a lot of you, if you had Spark Video before, you may not have had access to Adobe Premiere Rush before since it's new to this new offering. We're going to go through and show you just kind of what's going on with Adobe Premiere Rush. There's some really cool features in there that Claudio is going to show you that can take your videos to the next level, can do a little bit more than what you can do in Creative Cloud Express and the video tools there. So that's what we're covering today. But before I hand it off to Claudio, I also will just say I get asked a lot, you know, I'm teaching English, I'm teaching math, but I want to start getting video into those subjects. Like, is Creative Cloud Express for me? And the answer is yes, it definitely is for you. If you've got Chromebooks, you can use Creative Cloud Express, that application with video for any subject that you're in. And then Rush works on mobile devices and also on desktops. So whether you're using one or the other, there's something for video for you. And you should definitely get into it, even if you haven't tried it before. So with that said, I'm going to hand off to Claudio, and we're going to start.
Oh, yeah. All right, Claudio, are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready to get going?
I'm ready. So I need to share my screen first.
Yeah,
Right.
let's do it.
All right. So here we go. Share screen. And if I can get this done right.
Oh, Claudio, I'm digging the blue. I'm not going to lie, but I think I'm a pink lady. I'm on.
I love your background. That sign. Is just...
I know. I was trying to make Claudio jealous. You know, I was like, he popped on. I was like, you're not the only one with neon lights.
I know, I feel so basic over here.
Let's keep going, Emily. That's what's going to happen. We're going to have to get you some neon lights so that we represent Creative Cloud, right? Like
rainbow.
Exactly. That is it. That's awesome.
All right. So let's get this. Hold on to I need to change a couple of settings here really quick. So let's.
No, that's okay. I can continue to talk about all the lights.
Awesome.
Actually, while you're getting started, Claudio, Tanya, I know you used Spark in the classroom and including Spark Video, now Creative Cloud Express and the video tools. What do you want to tell people at home about using these tools in the classroom?
Okay, I could talk about this all day. So first of all, what's so fantastic about, Spark's, formerly Spark, now Creative Cloud Express, is the fact that, like, even if you're on a Chromebook, your students can make their thinking visible. And that, I think, is the best part about using video in general, is the moment you can press that little, I think it's purple now, it used to be red, a little purple button, it lets your students be no longer just seen, but heard. And so they can take anything that they're working on, a screenshot, it could be some, a piece of writing, it could be anything that they're working on, and they can put that inside of a video, press record, and express themselves and really explain what is going on in their minds so that you can understand how they got their thought process together and they can make that visible. So I think, Emily, if you were to ask me, like, what is the best part about, like, any of these tools, is that it allows students to make their thinking visible. So that's what I would say. And that was, like, consistent for all the time I was in education, like teaching. I'm still in education, obviously, but in the classroom, that was probably always by far the most important thing that I would, do with my students, is that.
Absolutely. I think student voice has never been more important, right? I mean, we're living in interesting times and students have stories that they want and need to tell. For me, just personally, what's been really heartwarming is seeing students in classes using video as a way of presenting when they weren't comfortable doing it live themselves, right? So maybe you have students that struggle a little bit to present or a little shy, or for whom language is a difficult thing to process. Video is a way for them to think, have a chance to record, re-record. It makes learning really accessible for some students. So I think that's one of the things I want to highlight.
Awesome. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen for first, and then Claudio will share his screen once he gets the rush up. How does that sound, Claudio?
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So, you know what? While you're getting your screen going, Emily and I are going to go. This is when we improvise. This is going live. People.
Perfect.
See, this is perfect. I love that. That's what I love about these shows. So, Emily, let's go through this together. So where should we start?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you guys are looking at right now is Creative Cloud Express. So if you haven't seen this before, this is what your home screen looks like when you log in. If you had Spark before, this should look familiar to you. But you'll notice if you had Spark before, some changes to your home screen. So first things first, if you scroll up a little bit, Claudio, one of the things I want to highlight is we have all these templates, which is really, really great. And you've seen templates before, probably, if you used Adobe Spark, but these templates are new. We have a lot of new education content, and they're really great for the graphics side of things. So for posters, flyers, etc. If you want to know more about that, check out our previous live stream, because we did a whole live stream dedicated just to the templates and the graphics.
Absolutely. And I just went in just like really quickly, like just to show you how organized they are now. And we have another one, but really fast, if you didn't see it, it's amazing to search for. Like it's really great. Before it was a lot more complex to find things, and now it's just so much more streamlined.
So much easier. The next thing I really want to show people are these quick actions. So where it says try a quick action, if you can click on video for me for a second.
Got it. Yeah.
These are our video quick actions. So for students and teachers who want to get started quickly, let's say you're coming to us and you know what you need to do. You want to make a GIF, or you want to crop a video, or you want to just do slow-mo. You can do all of that with the quick actions. You don't have to kind of fiddle around and figure out where the buttons are or any of that. It makes it really simple. So Tanya, do you want to go ahead and maybe get started with something like, let's see what you're looking at there, trim video or change speed? Some of those are fun to play with.
Yeah. All right, let's try. I love it. It even has a sample video to get started. Yay! Creative Cloud Express. That's awesome. Okay, so walk me through it. I am your first person to use it. What would you say? How do you teach it?
Awesome. So I personally like slow-mo. So I would probably do, I'd probably do slow or super slow and try to slow down a clip. But maybe, Claudia, while we're demoing this, and Claudia, you make videos all the time. When do you like to use fast, slow motion, changing speed, and where could you use that in the classroom?
So what I would use, especially when you are, think of even physical education or science, you are doing either an experiment. I'll go with science here. You're doing an experiment, mixing chemicals, or something that will cause some sort of chemical reaction. That is a perfect time where you can use a slow motion. You can slow down the footage. So, you can, as you drop the thing, you'll see the whatever, I don't want to say explosion, but something will react, something will explode, all in safety. But then if you do that slow motion, then you see that chemical reaction just in slow-mo. And the fact that you can do that here in
that's really cool.
Creative Cloud Express is so amazing. Now, conversely, then you want to do some speed up things, thinking of a PE exercise or something like that, having fun with the exercises that they're doing, maybe something that they're creating. Hey, I'm creating this routine, which, a lot of folks that are fitness people are doing on social media. They're putting their exercises and they're going super fast, almost like Flash. And so students can do something like that, and where they can speed up, and it's almost makes them laugh because it's kind of funny because you're going super fast, but they're having fun doing this editing with the speed, whether it's slow, fast, and you have multiple options to go, super fast, which I've used before, and go slow. And I think there's the option, I'm trying to look there, if you can keep the, what is that right there? Is that mute right there?
Yeah, I just muted it.
Yeah, because if you do the slow motion, it doesn't change the pitch. So the cool thing about that, you sound almost like a chipmunk if you go too fast.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about if you're learning language, and I do this with music, when I'm trying to learn a part of a music, I will slow down a piece so that I can see the structure. I can hear the structure, like, oh, they're adding this, and that. So if you're doing language and you're trying to decipher a language, learn I don't know what they said, even if you're learning a second language, you can slow down the audio and it's like, oh, okay, the enunciation of words. So you can
Yeah.
even do some visual where the teacher's reading words, slow it down so that student can see it at normal pace, and then slow. So they're like, oh, I see my wife teaches kinder, so they do that a ton, so they're the movement of the tongue and the motion. So those are some really cool ways that you can use them in the classroom.
Oh, that's great. You know what? As you were speaking, I was also thinking, like, sometimes you might create tutorial videos as a teacher for your students, and you want to show how to do something, but you don't need to show, like, maybe you want to cut it and just be able to go through it much faster. Like, I think that's also super helpful, just like as a quick action to get that done. So that's great. These are fantastic. See that? Look how easy that is. What's another one, Emily, that you...
So one common one is like, hey, I recorded some video and then I recorded another video clip and I need them to go together. So merging video is one way of doing that. And so that's one feature that's also in the quick actions. So I don't know if we want to click on merge
Yeah.
video. It's the third one.
Let's do it.
I love this one right here. I used it recently on a trip.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. And then I can add another video.
Exactly. So we don't have to do the full thing now, but you guys can see
Yeah,
how simple it is.
it's so straightforward, though.
Right, exactly. So if you've never done video before and that was confusing for you, like, I've got good news. This feature makes it much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Claudio, I don't know who you'd recommend this for, but this is a good point.
Well, I mean anyone. I mean this is and the great thing is because if you're using on the mobile, I'm not mobile, but on the on a computer, or if you're using Chromebook and you have some files that you can pull in, you can merge those. And the cool thing about this, what I love about this, is within that clip, if you see those little tools down there, is there's a scissor. So if you click on the scissor, you can trim. So let's say you record yourself and there's a little piece that's shaky. Maybe there was a shaky section, or you want to cut out a piece. You can trim, and you can do that to all the different videos that you add there. And there's a little speaker there that if you click on it, you can mute the audio.
Nice.
So if you just want to have a video playing with no audio, let's say there's some talking happening, you don't want to hear that talking, you can mute it. So it's just a visual. And then, so up there on the top where it says size, right now it's set up to landscape. So if you click on that drop down, and if you want to go to a portrait mode or a square, and now you see all that black area. So scroll down, keep it there, and then scroll down back down to the tool. So you see next to the speaker, you expand it, click there, and then it fills the whole screen. And
I did not know that you could do that.
And then you can drag it. So he's in the footage right there, but if you click and just move, you can drag it like
Your face. This is amazing.
So easy, right?
Oh,
And
for Instagram and TikTok.
yes. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to your point, like, mind blown, right? Before this would have been so hard to do in previous editing tools, and we just did that in like a few clicks. You guys.
That's this.
Oh my god, this is so awesome.
I merged like 5 clips from a trip we took, and I created a little scene, and I cut extra piece from some. I left some longer, and it created a nice little smooth story just based on what the trip. It was really cool. This one is super awesome. I love it.
Oh my god, Claudia, this is so good. Okay, give me another one. This is fun.
Let's see.
I'm enjoying.
Okay, convert. Okay, this is. I love convert to GIF.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Now I say GIF, and everyone's kind of different on that, but
Yes,
so go ahead and grab one there. And what's the cool thing about this one here? I think if you hit, it's not letting you do.
Oh,
it.
that's
There
fine.
we go. Okay, so use separate different apps and things to create a GIF. Now you have a video here that you can convert to a GIF, and is one of the ones that you can create. So like students can go and create their own GIFs, and like like mind blown, or like I'm thinking. They can record a video and then convert this, and then you can share them on like through text. You can share them on social media. So then you have the options of the different sizes as well. And then again, if you say fit to screen there, it fills it up.
Stop
So you can do
it.
any, those social media sizes. Now, one of the things that so you have the different sizes. I think the one in the middle says medium. It's kind of like the standard. So you're going to get that, how GIFs have that grainy look. That's going to give you that grainy look. So if you want that, but if you go to I think it says the higher resolution.
Yeah.
It's just going to have a higher resolution. It'll still be a GIF, but it'll just be a higher resolution one. So if you like, I want mine to be higher resolution, then pick that one, and then you just download it. And so here's what I did. So I'm going to combine these. I'm going to do this. So I took a video and I did a speed up. So I went and dropped it in, and I sped it up to like super fast. I was doing something silly. And I saved it to my computer. Then I brought it back in and I converted it to a GIF. So it was like a super fast animated GIF.
Ooh, I love
That's so
it.
cool.
So yeah. Oh, Claudio, you're so full of
It's like, wow. I love this. That was like, convert to GIF. That's so cool. Because before I used to have to go do this, and that, and transfer to here. Now it's all right here.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, what else am I showing? This is fun.
Let's do one more, and then I want to make sure we leave time for Adobe Premiere Rush.
Yeah, so
that's brand
so
new.
the Vidacy, one of the other ones, I like. The other one is the reverse video.
All right, let's take a look.
The last one at the end.
It'll be the last one.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I hadn't really played with it as much, even though I work here. Don't judge, but this is really fun.
So the reverse one basically it'll reverse your video. So if you just you can choose the different speeds there, I believe, and then if you hit play, so they go.
Oh, that is so much fun.
Yeah, and we were talking about PE earlier,
Yes.
and like chemical experiments.
Yep.
Like, talk about reversing things and that being really, really cool. Are there other ways that you've used the reverse?
So kind of piggybacking on that. So if you take a video here and reverse it, you save it to the computer, then you can merge those two. So you jump over to merge videos, you bring the one that's going the right direction, and then you put the other one. So it's like,
and then you change the size and you make it into a thing, and then you send it as a GIF, and it's like super cool.
Yep.
We need to coin a name for how we smash all these, or like, are they like express smashes? I don't know. I'm gonna coin. We gotta come up with our like express smash challenge. Adobe Express
Quick Action Smash Challenge.
Quick Action Smash Challenges. Yes. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do right now. You watching, I challenge you to do, right, Claudio?
Yes.
What did we call it? It was a
quick action smash challenge.
Hashtag Quick Action Smash Challenge, and share it on social. I want to see what you create. What is the most creative quick action smash challenge you can do? Claudia, are you in?
I'm in.
All right, we're gonna tweet ours out too. Okay, this is fun. All right, what's the next thing we're showing?
Well, I think this is a good time to talk about our other favorite video tool, Adobe Premiere Rush. Now, for folks at home that don't know about Adobe Premiere Rush, this app's existed for a little while, but it's new to the Creative Cloud Express for Education offering. So if you had Spark before, you didn't used to have Rush. Now you do. And again, it's still free. So Claudio, you've been using Rush for a while. Tell us a little bit about your favorite things about Rush for the classroom.
Okay, so with Rush, so you have those quick actions in Creative Cloud Express. Now you want to, add maybe some text layering, or you want to just do some maybe transitions between your videos. And this is when you want to jump into Rush. And I love using Rush. I use Rush a lot for my social media content because, like you mentioned, it's available on the desktop and on an app, so you can record on the go. Love it. So as I mentioned, so I love those features. So we can probably just do a quick preview if you just start with create a new
Okay,
project.
so tell me what to do.
Okay,
By
perfect.
the way, I'm using my Claudio could not share his screen. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna call it as it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, so click where it says create a new project,
Okay.
and the great thing is we should be able to access some.
Oh, I have videos on here. I do. I have.
Yeah. So, and then I believe there's also Rush. So if you go down to the bottom where it says sample media at the very bottom,
Oh yeah.
that's going to give us sample footage. So what you can do there is, if you click on, you should be able to click, and it's going to say number 1.
Okay.
If you just click on it, and then click on the next one,
Got it.
and then that one, and then that the one that's got a little wave form, that's like music or audio.
Oh,
So
should I add it?
yeah, let's go ahead and add it.
Okay.
So right now, so it's adding it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can go ahead and now before we do that, on the bottom, it's project name, so we can title it. And one of the things that I do, this is kind of a little trick. So below that, it says sync with Creative Cloud. What I do is I uncheck that because what's happening as you start working a project, it wants to upload at the same time. And sometimes there's a little bit of lag. And so that's just kind of a little trick that I do. So once I finish my project, then I sync it. So that's just kind of like, it helps me just
I see.
speed up the process.
Got it. Okay.
And now copy media, what it does, it copies the media to a location on your computer. So it's creating kind of like a backup for. So if some reason you delete the file, like on your desktop somewhere, the original, like where you got it from, if you have a copy of it somewhere. So that's kind of one of those things. And again, I usually have all my stuff already saved somewhere so I don't worry about that. So go ahead and click create on the far right, bottom right.
Okay.
And then what Rush does, kind of preps all the material, kind of compresses it for Rush and gets it ready for you, and
that was so
adds in the timeline. And there we go. So basically, if you shot your video in sequential order, and which doesn't always happen, but if you get lucky and you're like, "Ooh, I shot everything in sequential order," which, like I said, doesn't always happen, then you just it creates it for you, and all you have to do now is start kind of trimming up. So what are the things I like about Rush? So we're going to add some of those things that I like using. So if you on the far right, there's some menu options, and the first one there. So what I'm going to do is click so I can make sure I can see it. That's title. So if you look below that, there's transition.
Here we go. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay.
So I think the one below that should say transition.
Yeah.
And so you have the options to do like a cross dissolve.
Yeah.
Which basically it's going to like between the two video clips. So if you just click it, there you go. And you drag it there. So now move your mouse. There you go. That little thing. So if you just hit play, there we go. So that's the cross dissolve.
Nice.
So if you've never known what that is in movies, that's just a cross dissolve, and basically it's just dissolving the video. So if you could go dip to black, dip to white, or cross dissolve.
Yeah, I just did all 3. There we go. That's cool. Oh, very neat.
Yeah. So that's really, and just by doing that, you're like, ooh, that's a really cool effect. I've done something pretty cool.
Well, I'm having too much fun. I can.
So that's the transitions are great. And then so if you click on so you have your presets. So one thing I noticed, so I think your Rush may be, looks like I think you need to.
Shh! Don't tell everybody.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say there's some addition. Okay, if you stay there, there's going to be more. There are more transitions added.
Okay, I just got called out. I got updates.
This is good for folks at home. Update your Rush if you haven't yet.
I was like, I don't know how to say it.
What I will say is, yes, update Rush at home if you haven't. Also, one thing to call out here is like, who should be using Rush and when should I use it versus Creative Cloud Express? A question we get all the time. Claudio, what do you think? So
I would say, so if you're just getting started, you're like a little worried about like, I'm not sure if I can edit a video, put something together. So, Creative Cloud Express is a great place to kind of start playing with editing video. And kind of, I would say it's taking that first step. So then if you're wanting to, like I mentioned earlier, if you wanted to add maybe some text layers above like your video, if you're wanting to add additional soundtrack behind your video, if you're looking to add like a sound effect, something, then that's when you need to jump over to Rush, because Rush gives you the ability to add 3 layers of audio and up to 4 layers of video. But if you're like, I just want to get out something quickly and not have to like really, then Adobe Creative Cloud Express, like I mentioned, I was like, hey, I'm going to put these clips together. And it was just like simple, easy to do. And like Rush is super easy and simple to do as well. I really is. And I would say, what if your students are ready to move up to the next, like, okay, hey, I want to add, Mr. Zavala, I want to add this. I'll go, well, then we need to jump over to Rush, because you want to add kind of some layers of video, a video on top of another video. So then that's where you need to jump over to Rush, because you can do the picture in picture, kind of like the way we're looking at three of us like that. You can edit something to look like that as well.
Oh, neat. That's very cool. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Claudio, we're going to have you back 100%.
Yes.
And we're going to do more of these. So
I'm looking forward to it.
We should have a whole series of let's teach Tanya video. It's like, that was the best. I am so excited. I really am serious about this. What is your quick action?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, let's see what you can do, because I'm so excited. This was like super informative. I know I work here, but I don't always have that much. Like, I'm not always checking everything out, and I need to do more. But this was really great because we got to learn together. Emily, this is the best, right?
This has been awesome. Thank you so much, Claudio, for joining us and showing us all the video features that you know so well and love. For those of you at home who maybe have not got access to this yet, again, this is free, guys. Go to adobe.com/education/express and check out the options to get started, whether you're a teacher or an administrator. And for those of you that already have it, go try out the challenge. And hey, if you want to take it to the next level and try out Rush, we do whatever works for you guys. But Absolutely. This has been really great.
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
We will be back again. Be on the lookout. And Emily, what can people expect from our next show?
Guys, next time, I'm very excited. We're going to be talking about how to make your own web pages, even if you're a complete beginner, using Creative Cloud Express. So if you're making newsletters, or if you have students making reports that you want to make more visual, join us again next week. We're going to be talking about some really cool things.
And portfolios.
How can I forget?
That's my favorite. That's my
Love
favorite.
It's great. Well, thank you so much, Claudio. This has been great, guys.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for coming. That was so much fun. Okay, one more time. Quick action
smash challenge.
It rolls off the tongue.
Oh no, we made it up just now, so let's go with it. All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.